this long. My hair is this long. Comes to dead hair, heat damage, random chops. We have it all. We have it all in here. So yeah, come along for the journey. Let's work on our hair care together, babe. Welcome to Hair Care 101 with your curly girly, curly ever after. She's back. Next video, I'm going to talk about my hair because she needs some life so bad. Been where we are going. I used to really do curly videos all of like my undergrad, and then I moved abroad, and like moving abroad and trying to take care of your curly hair is a lot. It's like very different because obviously I went from being in Florida where it's a lot more humid to here where it's really dry and cold, and it just made my hair very dry and cold. Like I could not do wash and goes here, and I really haven't done any wash and goes here. Like when I first moved, I tried it and it just wasn't doing it. So I've been doing braid outs, twist outs, like those type of styles for the most part, and that's what's been working for me. But I really want to wear my hair out again, and I got the Doux, like it was like a coil custard, and I did that and a leave-in, and it got me like, oh my god, my curls are back. They really didn't like go anywhere, but like I was able to wear my curls out. Then I found the Doux and the mousse to a point, but then it like my hair right now is very hard and crunchy, and then I basically did my hair again, and right now it needs to wash because if I shake, I don't know, can you guys see the snow that's falling as I shake? And another secret about me is that I can get like a discoloration if I don't take care of my hair. So kind of like a dandruff, but on steroids, because that's why you can see like here it's starting to get on my skin, which I've been really good with it, and it has not gone on my skin in a very long time. So these products did not work for me at all. So this week, let's get into hair care. I'm going to show you my do's and don'ts, and we're going to see if we can revive my hair, because I would like to wear my curls out, and I think we're on the right path to kind of get there. Yeah. It's scary, but we're gonna get into all of my hair texture, all of that in a second. I'm gonna show you what I use in the shower to wash my hair. So definitely double cleanse, and then I do conditioner in 6 sections. So like the back, the middle, the top, and then the same thing on this side as well. The other thing that I use in the shower is when I'm combing it out, I do like to rake the product in first, and then after raking, I either like to go in with a detangling comb, like a big teeth comb, or a detangling brush. So this is the detangling brush that I'm actually going to use in the shower, and I actually I'm thinking of wanting to add a detangling brush like into my wash and go, like to style it, but I don't know, I'm not there yet. And then I like to use a clip like this just to help me with sections. And then I always have a whole bunch of rubber bands on my hand. That also just helps with sections. Like whatever is easy for you. My other big tip is when you're detangling your hair, make sure your hair is like drenched in that water, depending on your hair porosity, which we're going to get into in a second. But depending on your hair porosity, like for me, my hair needs to be wet, like wet, dripping wet, putting that conditioner in there and like raking it through, and that's kind of where I have the best slip and the best movement to really comb out my hair. The shampoo and conditioner that I'm using today is Aussie. I 100% do not recommend this. I feel like it made my hair feel very dry after using it, but it's a little bit harder to find my products that I like. My actual favorite shampoo and conditioner is Doux. I have been able to find it in some stores. I'm gonna link everything in my Amazon because I think that's honestly, if you're abroad like me, Amazon is kind of just the girl to kind of get everything that you're used to. So I'm gonna wash, and I will see you. And honestly, it's probably gonna take like 2 freaking hours to wash my hair. Actually, probably won't. It is 5:27, so let's see. I also have clothes in the washing machine that only has 20 minutes left, so I'll be back. I don't know about you guys, but washing hair is like a sport, okay? And honestly, my hair wasn't really detangled or anything, but it just gets so hot, and I have a dorm shower. If it's one single, like it's a very small shower. In this door, I literally open it to get some, because I can't breathe in there. There, this is my hair washed, no product. I believe, I've been told that my hair is like a 3C, maybe touching a 4A. kind of curl pattern. This is how much hair that came out the shower with me. This is it. Remember when I said like I didn't like the Aussie? But this being all the hair that came out, maybe I do like the Aussie. I mean, my hair right now feels nice, but when I used the Aussie like a couple weeks ago, it just left my hair like feeling so dry, and I didn't like it at all. But that was all the hair that came out of my head. So I don't know, Aussie might be growing on me because that was it. So hair is definitely not detangled. I'm also going to do my hair porosity test really quick, and I'm going to cut my hair. So a little backstory also on why I'm cutting my hair. One, it just needs a trim, and I always do my trim myself. I don't really trust people with my hair, honestly, and I don't have really a good, like, what is that word? Like a good, you know, like when you go like a good, anyways, I just don't have good times when anyone has touched my hair. I went to one curly place, curly cut. I walked out of there, I hated my hair. I spent over $200 going to them. Absolutely hated my hair. I had the hardest gel cast in the world. I think when you go to these curly places, they do hair that is like barely curly, if that makes sense. So it's like when they get a full head of hair with way tighter curls, they don't know what to do. So it came out horrible. I did a sew-in back in December, and when I took that sew-in out, I had a lot of heat damage, so I've cut a lot of my hair off. There's still some heat damage right here in the front, and I think I might chop some off too. The heat damage is really on the sides of my head, and I did cut it off. So let me show you. Yeah, like the hair should be this long, and the hair is this long. So I cut my hair off. Honestly, it's grown a lot because I cut all of this off, and it's honestly the whole perimeter of my hair. So be very transparent with you guys. If I come back here, gone. All this hair down here is gone. And you guessed it, it's the same thing on the other side. Hair is gone. So I had a flip over sew-in, so you know, like very versatile one that I can have apart. So the whole perimeter of my hair is gone. Okay. So now that's out the way. It's fake! Of course it was fake. Yeah, so I hide that underneath. And when I do the braids and twist out, you don't really know. And stuff like that. I am thinking of cutting, like I feel like these are just a little too stringy for me in the front. And I'm gonna just... When it comes to dead hair, heat damage, random chops, we have it all. We have it all in here. So yeah, come along for the journey. Let's work on our hair care together, babe. Together, we're gonna come on top. And honestly and truly, I'll be so completely honest. I am set to, like, obviously I'm already married, but we're set to like celebrate our marriage and basically have a wedding December of 2026, and I definitely 100% want to be a curly bride. So I'm giving myself that's like a year and a half to get my hair exactly how I need it. Yep. She was up very. Yep. Yeah. So that's my goal. A hair porosity test. So there's the water in there. A piece of hair off your head. This too. This is a great starting point. If you're trying to take care of your hair, you need to know your hair porosity. Ooh. Damn, it's tight. Hold on. I need to separate a little bit more of this curl. Okay. Cool. DNA. So we got a curl, and we're just gonna drop her right in the water. She's honestly automatically sinking. Didn't take her no time at all. That girl's touching the bottom with quickness. I know you guys can't really see because of the lighting in here, but like that's the curl. Okay, so my hair sunk. What does that mean? I don't remember. Let me get my phone. Low porosity, the strand floats at the top, indicating the hair cuticle is tightly closed and struggles to absorb moisture. High porosity, the strand sinks to the bottom, suggesting the cuticle is open and readily absorbs water, but may also lose it easily. That shows me that I have a lovely high porosity hair, which means my hair absorbs water quickly. A cute little TikTok, and we're gonna look up high porosity hair. Name is Victoria Curls on TikTok. So high porosity hair, I should be using more butters. I'm gonna show you guys. So before I left to come to abroad, I had a curl routine that honestly these 3 products were the best things I've ever like mixed together. It was amazing. So those 3 products is a As I Am Long and Luxe Curl Enhancing Smoothie, followed by the Rose Water Hydrating Curl Cream by TGIN, and then to seal it all in, Camille Rose Aloe Wiped Butter Gel. So I'm gonna actually try again with these 3 products, and that's gonna be my wash and go for today, and then we'll just see. High porosity hair, most of these are butter like, so I'm gonna show you. Like this curl enhanced smoothie is very thick, like, you know, she's not moving, she's very, very thick. Hair is a little bit more on the creamier side, but still very thick. Let me show you. It's like not as thick as the first one, but it's still a very thick product. Butter gel, like, you know what I mean? So I think those are kind of products that you could use for high porosity hair. If I had low porosity hair, I would use more of like the liquid items. So I liked, because I felt like I had low porosity hair, and I do think your porosity does change. But if you do have high porosity hair, that means your hair is more damaged, which that honestly makes perfect sense on why I'm here. So, but when I had low porosity hair, some products that I loved, some of them I still use, like the rosemary water, amazing. They kind of just give you more moisture in there. I liked oils, so I think it's African Pride. I love their oil, still use their oil honestly. And I loved, they have a leave-in conditioner. Love those products. Those were like not as thick, they're very creamy, like very like loose, if that makes sense. So those are the products that I loved in my hair if I had low porosity hair. So the other thing to check, because I'm doing this wash and go with 3 separate products, a lot of the time buildup happens if the products don't like each other. Put it right there. TGIN product, put that on top. Products, I'm gonna give it a nice mix, and they mix well, so they kind of mix into each other. When you have products that don't mix into each other, this would kind of look like, I can't really do it. It's gonna look clumpy, basically. You want it to be more of a smooth texture, so that's how you know that the products are not giving you extra buildup that you don't need. Because if the products don't work each other, they're just gonna sit on top of each other. You see how that, like, they enjoy each other together. Next, you got your hair porosity, you know your products. Oh, we're gonna cut my hair. So that's the product that I have. Also love her. She's the As I Am Buttercream. Love her, love her, love her, love her, love her. And this is my favorite oil as well, which is, yeah, African Pride Moisture Miracle 5 Essential Oil. This one. So, to get my hair ready for a cut, I am first gonna just take some water, and I'm gonna give it a good spray all around. Use the hydrating curl cream, and I'm gonna just put this all over my hair. Not in any like specific way, just kind of like through everything. And I am going to do like a wolf cut, which means I'm going to cut my hair to the front. I'm just going to take all my hair. You could use a comb, which probably would work a little better, but I'm going to just use my fingers. You basically put your hair in a ponytail all the way to the front of your head, like that. I'm going to give it... cut off a good little amount because I feel like my hair is very uneven. So, scissors in hand. I'm gonna cut off. I always like to cut my hair in the summertime too. Like, who wants all that hair on top of your head anyways? I think I'm gonna cut all of this off. Whoa, hello. That's why you gotta have to do it with enough product in it. that's how much we cut off from that section. Going from your ears, and that's going to be the second section, and I'm just going up until my fingers basically connect. Doing the same, including a nice ponytail. I already know where I want to cut. Ready? Gosh, so much hair. Cool. Next section to be gone. Section, which I just go based off my eyebrows. So like take your side of your eyebrows. Cool. Last section to cut off. Alright. Let's see if we hate it. We can't really tell because it's not. But yeah, so it gives you like such a more volume look on top of your head. Now I feel like there's hair everywhere. Okay. When I mean a middle part, a thick middle part. Like that middle part goes down literally to the middle of my head. Like this hair is trained, baby. The back section is the easiest section. It's the section that curls the best, it looks the best. So I like to do that section the biggest. This is exactly the same sections that I do when I'm washing my hair. So I section it basically to my ear. So we got 2 space buns, and this is our first section. Porosity hair that we just found out. The other thing that I'm going to make sure that I do is when I'm putting these products in, my hair needs to be wet. It needs to be soaked. So this isn't even like the bottle that I would like to use. I would like to use like a regular spray bottle, but I don't have any spray bottles here. Like my spray bottle's in Germany, so I'm going to just take this, make sure it's very wet. As I do my hair, let me tell you guys a little bit about my curly journey, okay? So I started, I did get permed. So I was permed, honestly. I don't know when I started the perms. I feel like it was pretty young though, honestly. And then one summer, I think I was in like 7th grade, I went to Jamaica, and I went to Jamaica for the whole summer, and I spent it like with my family who are all girls, and they all had like natural curly hair, and I was like, oh my god, like I want my hair to look just like that. So I got a perm right before going on that trip to Jamaica for the summer, but that was my last perm. So I got my last perm, I don't know, the end of 7th grade, so I was going into 8th grade, so I don't know what year that is, but that was when I got my last perm. And pause the story. What I'm doing is I'm going in with our first product, which is the curling hand smoothie. Maybe I'll do an edit where it just shows you what I'm doing so I can just talk about it. I also like to put, like the curling hand smoothing for me is like my leave-in, so I like to do that first, and then I'm going to break this into smaller sections. Haircut. Yeah, she's so cute. Take my first section, so it's going to be a lot smaller. I'm going to take this section, give it a nice twirl. It goes up here with a nice claw clip. Cool. Section number 1. I am going to go in again a little bit with the curl enhancing smoothie first from As I Am. So this is how my curls are looking with product number 1 in it. I'm then following it with the Rose Water Curl Cream from TGIN. Gonna rake that in. This is where you also can see this is part of the hair that was dead, so that's why it's not as long. Okay, you're gonna die, so we're gonna just pause. I'm gonna just get the charger and change out the battery, and then we'll come right back. Okay, we're back. This is how we just did that one section with those 3 products. Here's what the curly whirlies are looking like. I don't really separate or anything. I rake everything in. Sorry, it's like put on my skin. Okay, yeah. So that's what it looks like. And now I want to go in with the next section. And I don't know. I don't really have an amount or the size of the sections, I kind of just put my hand through and part. I feel like if I was to give you like a rough estimate, I feel like I do like about 3 sections per section. Does that make sense? So like in this one section, I'm probably gonna split my hair into 3s. Doing the same thing. Okay, now we can get back to my curly journey. So yeah, I went to Jamaica, and when I came back, I was like, I don't want to do perms anymore. Like, I want to wear my natural hair because my cousins just look so pretty, and I want to be as pretty as them. So I stopped. People asked if I did the big chop or did I just like grow it out, and I'm gonna say that I did both. So when I did come back, I did not do the big chop. I let my hair kind of grow out. I didn't do the most healthiest thing. I literally used to like blow dry my hair. Just blow my hair out and then just wear my hair blow dried, because that was kind of like the only thing that would make both textures match for me. Then eventually got to the point where I was like, I'm done. And one night I was just like taking a shower. I washed my hair, and when I came out of the shower, I just like snip, and I cut everything off. When I cut everything off, though, it wasn't like crazy short. I did put it like, I could put my hair in a ponytail. I'll enter some clips of kind of what it looked like. But yeah, so I was able to put, you know, my hair in a ponytail. And then I didn't know how to like twist or braid, but my mom's hairdresser, my mom always used to do like the flat twists and then keep them in for like a week and then pull your flat twist out. So that's basically what I started doing too. And yeah, flat twists were the girl. Like, I love me some flat twists. I would just go to the hairdresser's house like on a Friday, flat twist for the weekend, and then I would pull it out for school. Or even I would kind of wear it. No, I really wouldn't wear it. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't wear flat twists while I went to school. I'd pull it out over the weekend. My best friend at the time too, she could braid really well, and we always had sleepovers, so she would like braid up my hair for me when we had sleepovers and stuff like that. And then by the time, like, if we were doing something, like, if I was sleeping over her house like Friday night after school, we would do my hair Friday night, and then by the time we went out for like Saturday night, my hair was okay. So yeah, so I started going natural. That was like 8th grade. When I got to high school, my hair was pretty curly, didn't have anything dead, it was growing a lot. No hair dye or anything like that on my hair. Then when COVID happened, actually, I'm lying, before COVID, for my Sweet 16, I decided to do highlights, but they were not like it was kind of just like brown highlights that I put in my hair. So I did that. You couldn't really like see them. And then during COVID, I did box dye twice in my hair to give me like a blonde, kind of like a honey blonde type of look. And then like kind of right after, so COVID happened in 2020, so like March 2020, so like probably that summer I did the box dye stuff, and I box dyed like 3 times, so I'm not gonna lie. And then for my senior pictures, I wanted to dye my hair fully, so I dyed my hair a full blonde, and I was a blonde girly, and I basically kept the blonde until the blonde grew out. I didn't like redo it or anything, but I was a blonde girly. So when I started college, I was blonde. I was definitely a blonde girly going into college, and by the time I was done, I feel like I did one night again, just randomly cut the blonde off. Like one of the time I just snipped it all off. Like the rest, it grew out. Snipped that off, and then I was back to being just like, my hair's like a dark, like a black. And then once, and I was very much like, I did not do heat or anything like that. I used to do heat maybe once a year. Like, I was like straightening my hair for Christmas or like a special event. That was it. But it was once a year that I would put heat on my hair. And then I would do some braids. Like, braids were always my thing over the summer. So I guess I would blow dry my hair to do the braids. But for the most part, no heat was on my hair. And then kind of like one day, I don't know what I was doing to my hair, and like I was like, you know what, it's hair, and I put heat on it. But anytime that I put heat on it, it would come back fine, honestly. When I used to get my hair straightened, I actually went to someone to straighten my hair. Andreen, love her dearly. Andreen has been doing my hair for years. She's the only person that I would allow to like straighten my hair when I was like very much like, no, you can't touch it. Do not touch my hair. I got some PTSD when it comes to people touching my hair as well, because like if you see my hair, it's thick. I was very much tender-headed. If you just showed me a comb, I would bawl my eyes out, and everyone and their mother was like, oh, I can do it, oh, I can do it, oh, I can do it. I was also very much like one of the only girls in my family. Oh, I'm out of breath, guys. So being one of the only girls, and everyone wanted to play in your hair, everyone wanted to do it, da 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 da. And yeah, I got some, I'm not gonna lie, like I got some PTSD from it. And right now, like when I become a mom, I'm sorry, no, you can't touch her hair. Like, and when I mean no one, like I even tell my mom, like no. Like, I'm gonna just do my daughter's hair, because everybody's fingers and everyone trying to do your hair, they don't know what they're doing, and then they just think that, like, you know, curly hair just need to be tamed type of thing is what I grew up in. So very, very scary times. And yes, I really do have PTSD. So right now, as of today, like if I popped out a baby girl, no, you cannot touch her hair. And I promise you, like, her hair will be done so you won't even need to touch her hair type of thing. So yeah, like, don't straighten it, da da da. I remember, like, I was in daycare, and like we would have like summer camp or like an after school, and they would be straightening my hair in summer camp. Like, what do you mean? Too much people were in my head. So I got some PTSD. So no one can touch her hair as of right now. And I honestly, like, when I started kind of really taking care of my hair, I tried to make sure that I could do my hair fast enough that when I have a daughter, like, I can make sure that I'm being gentle with her, that it's not hurting, that, you know, she's getting the care she needs, she knows that her hair is beautiful, you know what I mean? And like, not only straighten your hair for like a special occasion, to know that your curls are gorgeous, babes. You don't need to straighten your hair just because it's picture day, or just because you got a recital, you know what I mean? But I think nowadays curly hair is very much like accepted. A lot of people, you know, curls are the girls, you know what I mean? So that's a little bit about like my curly journey. And then yeah, I really didn't care anymore when it, oh sorry, there's another section I wanted, when it came to like heat damage. So I did put a lot of heat on it like last year. And Sydney, one of my best friends, she did was it like a quick weave? Yeah, we did like a quick weave and the front of my head was out, and like I kept straightening that, and I actually ended up with some heat damage like on the side, like a burnt that hair to a crisp. You know what the killer is? It's not even the straightener. It's when you try to put some curls in your hair. When you try to do some curls in your hair and you hold in that barrel, yeah, just know you're frying it. You're frying that hair. No matter how much heat protection you put in, no matter how much protein treatments, you holding that barrel, yeah, it was dead. It was dead. But I did start doing overnight curls, and like it got better. And then honestly, my hair was pretty good after doing that. So honestly, all of 2024, before I moved abroad, beautiful hair, gorgeous hair, like 10 out of 10. She was that girl hair. And then I came over here, and coming abroad, like, you can't wear your hair out. And I remember when I went to get the sew-in, I was talking to like the hairdresser, and I'm just like, bro, like my curls, they're just not curling. Like, I would do my hair would look good for a day. By the time I stepped outside, it would just be so dry and brittle. Like, I felt like my hair was breaking. So that's why I started doing the flat twist again. I'm like, you know what? Let me just go back to my roots. I would do the flat twist, like wash my hair, flat twist it up, and honestly, I got to the point where I actually like flat twists on me, just to wear them. So I used to make sure that it was very neat, and I would wear the flat twist for a couple of days before I pulled it out. Same thing with braid outs. I like flat twists better. I like twist outs a lot better than I do like braid outs. I think so. Flat twist, if you want more definition and like a like smaller sections, then I like the flat twist. If I was going to braid out, I need like big chunky type of braids. I don't like when the braids, they give you like that little crunkle looking like fries. I don't want my hair to look like fries. So that's not for me when I'm doing a braid out. My newest thing, honestly, has been kind of like saving my hair. So I would put my hair in like 4 braids using the As I Am, like the spray and the curl enhancing spray. Braid it up one night and then pull it out. That was like my overnight curls type of look. Loved her. Very cute. Still love her. Like if this hair doesn't work, I'm gonna just do that on this hair and it'll be fine. So yeah, that's my other girly that I like, that I have been doing a lot as well. But I miss my natural curls, because you know, not saying that I don't love the compliments when people are like, oh, your hair looks so good, or your hair has been looking so good, but it's like, that's not my hair. You know what I mean? It's like when people tell you your hair looks good when it's straight, where it's like, that's not my natural hair. You know what I mean? So when I'm doing like the braid out and the twist out, it's like, yes, that's my hair, but it's not my natural curl pattern. So it's like, is my hair ugly? Like, are you calling my hair ugly on a daily basis? But when I do like the twist out and stuff, yeah, I've gotten a lot of compliments because that's what I've been doing. They're like, oh my god, your hair's been flourishing. Like, oh my god, it's so good. And I'm just like, it's just braid out and stuff. Like, it's not me for real. But it's okay. So yeah, just for any of those people out there, before you give your compliments, I know you mean greatness and stuff, but when you don't have curly hair, it's kind of like, damn, you don't like my hair? You don't think my hair's cute? But yeah, I definitely do love big hair is the best hair in my opinion. I love to go with a pick in my hair. I love to, you know, do a pineapple and let it stretch but then pick it out. Yeah, love big hair. And I think, you know, growing up they always wanted you to tame your hair and stuff like that, and like, you know, put your hair in braids and whatever. So yeah, I love wearing my hair super duper big. I love wearing it. Sometimes I'll even do, like, I like the no part look because it just makes your hair look so much bigger. I probably need the no part now that I have a haircut too, because it'll look a lot better. The other reason why I really like this wolf cut, it cuts your hair in layers. And okay, we've already been transparent, so I might as well let you guys know, like, I love my face, love who I am, but I feel like my face is fat sometimes, and like my cheeks are really thick. So sometimes, like, I'll put my hair up just to get that like snatched effect, because I feel like my cheeks are big. Like, sitting here talking so much, I feel my cheeks like growing. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. So doing a cut like this where it kind of like face frames you is so nice. So I really do want to get a curly cut and cut my hair again in the proper layers, so that way I can get the cut that I want. My phone's ringing. Hold on. I'm called, guys. Yeah, so this is what I mean by layers. Like, you see them layers are forming. Kind of like curtain bangs is the same type of vibe. This is the start. So let me cut the dead parts off. So. I'd rather it grow back like normal than grow back like that. It's fine. This hair will cover it. Okay. Can I call you back? Alright, I'm gonna call you later. I'm recording my hair. Okay, bye.
Alright, bye.
Bye. Okay, so now we're on the top section. Gosh, I don't remember what we were talking about. Big hair. I was talking about big hair. I was talking about, you know, liking your hair. Oh, I think we're talking about the face forming. Face fitting, I think it's called. So yeah, so definitely like when my hair is cut in layers, and you know, you kind of get that face forming when everything falls, because then you can really see your face. Like, I feel like when your hair is just all long, it just makes me feel like my face is even like bigger, because you can't see my face, like it's blocking it because there's just so much hair. So definitely love to get a cut. I think this is like, yeah, this one is. Look how small she is. Scary. I also know, like, if you're doing a wash and go, and if you kind of like poke your hair outwards, it'll give you a bigger effect. My hair is already so thick that I don't need to do that. I only need to pick it out like when it's kind of dry and I want it to get big. But like, do you see my hair? Like, this is it with product. Like, it's supposed to give a wet look. It's not giving wet look because it's so thick. But speaking about wet look, the Doux, oh yeah, she is that girl. I tried her and she gives you a perfect wet look. Like, that's crazy definition. I think my only issue, because I have high porosity hair, she's like a lot more, I don't know, she's not as thick enough for me. So I'm thinking I want to maybe try her with maybe the curl enhancing smoothie with that on top, because that's thick enough, and maybe that will work. Okay, this is the top section, so I'm gonna really just part this in two. I really could do this whole section all together, but just so everything gets it. Also, make sure you're going root to tail here, because your roots is basically what needs the most love. Or, you know, they're new. They need to get trained. Your ends are trained. You know, they curl the easiest. So make sure you're getting roots to train. I've seen a lot of people use that new, like, bounce brush, but I've never really used, I used a denim brush before, like once or twice, and I think like brushes and stuff are great if you want more definition and stuff. So I really think it just depends on what your goal is for your wash and go, which honestly matters a lot, because, you know, if you want more of like that wet look, you want your hair to sit down, you're gonna use different products. And same thing for me, like if I know that I need to go out, like I'm doing my hair, like I wash my hair, but we need to go out that day, then I'm gonna use different products than if I have the time for my hair to like sit, dry properly, and like, you know, you do different things. So that's also a big tip, is like know what you want your hair to kind of look like, feel like. Do you want, like, you want it to be long? Are you trying to get definition? Do you want more of a fro? And all of those things matter before you do your hair to kind of part it properly. Okay. So with that cut, like now this is stopping here. I already feel my face, like my face feels so much better because I can see it. This hair would honestly be stopping here, which is and fall in front of my face. Like it would fall right here. This is gonna dry and hopefully it will fall more like this. So this is how our first side is looking. That first section. We're gonna take out this side and do this one next. This is about to be a very long video. Okay. Same thing, I'm gonna just here. This part is dead. Well, it's not dead. It's just short. Okay. Give this section a good twist. I think twisting it like in a ball helps it not, one, to tangle back up, and two, kind of keeps whatever moisture is still in there. But the hair is, my hair does dry. Maybe it's the products that keep it wet. But yeah, because this hair is dry. Dry, like not wet at all. So always make sure that you want that section to be very wet. Like this is not even what I want, if that makes sense. Like this is more of a, it's like misting it instead of really getting my hair drenched, but that's just because it's not like it has a dial. So definitely recommend getting those spray bottles that you can twist so you can get that mist effect when you're just trying to like refresh, but on a wash and go day when you're like trying to get the hair drenched, you can change it. I'm gonna link mine that I have, which I feel like is honestly the best because you can change the dial. Except when your husband comes and uses it, so he changed the dial and then you now try to use it and it's not on the setting you wanted it to be. But whatever. Alright, let's get this section on. Woo. Also, make sure you're detangling your hair. You can't want pretty curls with like knots, babe. It's not gonna work. You need to be in that shower, raking it through. This is where you should be taking a comb and really making sure your hair is nice and smooth. Root to tail, babe. Root to tail. Do not forget that. Because you can't want good results and you not putting in the work. Like, your foundation is not good, but you want like the hair to, you know what I mean. But like, be FFR, because it was never gonna give cute curls if your foundation is not there, babe. Yeah. So again, first section. Oh, also, these claw clips, guys, I got them from TJ Maxx in a pack. I have like 4 different colors. These claw clips, I can put my hair very thick. Most claw clips, I can't put it just in my hair and it holds everything. I usually have to put, you know, the style where you like put it in a ponytail and then flip it up with the claw clip. I can put the claw clip in there without doing anything else. It's absolutely perfect. I'm gonna see if I can find them, because if you're a thick hair girly, this is the product, like this is the claw clip you need if you're trying to do a claw clip style without putting, because I feel like claw clips also takes away some of the tension that you're gonna put on your hair from putting it like in a ponytail with like one of these. Oh, I guess tension is another thing we should talk about. So, you know, putting your hair always in like a slip back or always in a ponytail and you get that mark in the middle of your head or like your edges are gone, yeah, that's why I'm slicking your hair, babe. Stop slicking your hair. Or I now slick my hair, so if I'm putting my hair in a slick like ponytail or high bun, I know that it's gonna get that style just that day, and wash day or whatever I'm doing has to follow. So if I am committing to be like, okay, I'm putting my hair up, then I also have to commit to doing my hair the following day, because I think it's even worse when, because you know, honestly, when you do a slick like ponytail or whatever, you can't really take it back down to wear your hair down, so then you end up doing more slicks until that wash day. So that's my new thing, is if I'm gonna slick it, I need to know that that's my one day of slick, and then I need to, you know, actually do it and give it some life. So I have been trying not to do much tension styles. I think my favorite thing, so you don't have to do a tension style, is like those Fulani braids. So I did them recently where I just had like maybe like 4 or 5, and it's absolutely, you can do the back out. It's so much styles. And I think my favorite thing is, I honestly did it because I feel like anytime I go to Germany, I get sucked up by the boyfriend air, and the boyfriend air like takes over, and my hair always looks absolutely crazy. And it looks crazy because, you know, sometimes I don't tie my hair before I go to bed, or, you know, like I have to slick it for it to look good. So instead of having to like add extra product, the Fulani braids, great style that is very versatile, and that you don't need to really like take care of it. Like I was doing half pap downs, I put it in a ponytail, and putting it in a ponytail or half pap down, I have no tension because they're already in braids. You get me? Yeah. So it was very, very nice. Love those. I'm definitely gonna do them again. I think they're even gonna be so pretty for the summer. I also did it where I twisted up the back and let it, like the Fulani braids in the front. I did Fulani twist, I guess, in the front, and then I twisted the back too. Love that. Kept that in for a good week. I think I put that in the vlog. It's in one of these weekly vlogs. So great. And then I pulled it out. That's like a 2-week hairstyle for you. Perfect. Because I always think, like, there's certain hairstyles that I don't like doing just because I feel like, it makes me feel like a kid, right? Like, I want to do this on a daughter. I want to do this on like somebody, like on my niece. I don't want to do this in my own head. So I've been trying to find the styles that you can do and still, you know, dress the part. Still don't look like you're a 12-year-old walking around, you know? You get me? Guys, I'm yapping. Like, I'm so dehydrated right now. So dehydrated. I'm also using, like, I have the screen open. Like, I'm using you guys as the camera to see my curls. So, everything is looking pretty good, I will say. I don't have, I think another thing you can see is like, I mean, my hands, there's some like junk and extra hair on it, but it's really not that bad. I am not shedding a lot of hair, so I think that's a big thing. Like, that means there's not a lot of breakage. I don't, when it comes to like deep conditioners and stuff, I'm not gonna lie, I don't do them. I used to do deep conditioners when I didn't feel like styling my hair, and I would just leave it in my hair and go about it. Whoa! I used to put them in my hair, a deep conditioner. I would put a deep conditioner in my hair when I didn't feel like styling it and just go about my business. That was so scary. What did I just say? I literally sound like an alien. Like, what? So yeah, that's kind of what I did for the most part anytime I would use it. Being over here, Johnny honestly uses a hair mask more than I do. And he's like, you're not supposed to leave it in. I'm like, anyways, leave that hair right in. Who's gonna do it? Like, but now I do. So I do it. I don't do it often, I won't lie. So maybe like 3 weeks, I might, if I feel like it. If I feel like having one of those, you know, self-care, want to do everything type of nights, maybe you'll catch me doing a deep conditioner. I do think they work. Honestly, I will say though, you don't really need to go and spend your money on deep conditioner. I think the ones you can make at home are just as good. I used to do the ones that you can make at home where you add like avocado, mayo, if you had like the aloe. That's kind of what I used to do. Wow, really against me. So I really need to drink some water. I even used to do the ones where you can like make the rice water gel. Yeah, definitely made rice water gel, all that good stuff. So I don't really think you necessarily need the deep conditioners and like go out to buy them when you can really make it at home. I do like, because I don't do them as often, I never really bought kind of like the big packs. I would kind of buy the ones where they're just like one use type of ones, and then like use it, and then I would just buy those, because I'm like, I don't really use it enough to really buy a big container, because that container would be sitting forever. But I guess the container might work out to be cheaper. I don't know. I like the little ones like from Shea Moisture that comes in a little packet, and I would just use that one packet and be good to go when I was having like a self-care night. That was my favorite thing. Favorite thing. So yeah, I like doing that, but I guess you could get the one. If you guys have any conditioners or deep conditioners that you really love, I did a protein treatment. And I don't know, I'm thinking honestly the protein treatment also led to my heat damage. I don't know if that's possible. I could be completely speaking out of my ass. I have no idea what protein really does for your hair, or like what the purpose is or anything like that. But before I did the sew-in, and like, because I went in, she washed, blow dried my hair, and then did the sew-in, I got a protein treatment from her, and then I was bald. So, and here I am with what's left. So, I don't know. I don't know if I should blame the protein treatment or I should really just blame the heat. But the reason why I'm not completely blaming the heat is because I put heat on my hair. Like, it shouldn't really be that it took out everything. Like, if I showed you guys how bad it looked, Johnny literally, because I got the sew-in November, the end of November, and I kept it in, did I have it for Christmas? I kept it in for like a good month. And I will say I only straightened it again like my hair itself maybe 2-3 times, and I didn't do the curls. There was no hard barrel, and I was using like the brush, what's it called, the brush one, so it really shouldn't have died on me, but it did. So I don't know, I'm kind of putting a little bit of blame on the protein treatment, or maybe it died as soon as I got out of her chair, and like what she did was so hot to like blend my hair, but my hair blended pretty easy, and yeah, I don't know what killed it. Maybe it was the heat, because I was doing overnight curls so much when I had that sewn, like I really wasn't putting no extra heat on it because I knew what the heat could do. So I really didn't, but I don't know, girl. I don't know. Okay, purr. This is honestly not taking super duper long. Love that. Love that very much. Making sure our roots are looking good too. Let's wet this section up. She's drying on me already. This is pretty long, so I hope you guys watch it all. You know, just put me on your TV as you're cleaning. Watch the beginning though, so you can get the actual tips. But then, like, you know. Okay. This is a big section. I'm definitely parting this because I can feel it. I think that's the other thing too. Like, I can't tell you where to part it, but sometimes you can really just feel like, oh, that's a big section. Like, that's too thick. And then just go from there. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, I think I really like, I'm going in with the hydrating curl cream from TGIN. I really do like how it just creates such an easy slip on the hair. And I think that's honestly what I love the most. And then following up with the butter gel to really lock them curls in. Yeah, I think I cracked the code. I think I cracked the code for real. But we're gonna see. We'll see how it looks. I'm trying to think if I have. I really want a diffuser. I would like a Dyson diffuser. Let me think of anything celebrating coming up. I'm almost done with my masters. Like, can it be a master's gift? Like, I'm finished. Can someone buy me a diffuser? But I want a Dyson one, so it's probably like $500. But please, I would use it. You see how much times I wash my hair? I would use it almost like every week, at least every week, because I really want the diffuser one. Or Dyson, would you like to? Hi. Hey. New influencer, just a girl. Please. I really do want. I had a diffuser, and I also had a Revlon, and both of the Revlon and the diffuser are dead from being in London, guys. Go trying to charge now when I'm using like the Revlon, the Revlon started smoking. Almost caught on fire over here, so I basically put down. And then my other like blow dryer that has like the diffuser part, I was using, and basically like I was trying to put it into the outlet for an adapter, and it stopped working. And it's also, if you look at the prongs, like the prongs are stuck too. Yeah, so I really need a new one. This side is already drying, so that's why it's looking like this compared to the side we just did. But as you can see, look how cute the layers are that are drying. Absolutely cute. So cute. This will also, you can I cut it together. It should look like that. Oh, I was gonna do a no part, but I guess we're just gonna leave the part. So these are curly willies. I just let my hair sit, because if I had a diffuser, I would diffuse it, but I don't. La 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 la, la 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 la. And then I put it back out. Cool. So I'm going to really just let my hair sit. I have a load and I'm going to just leave it for a couple hours. And then I will come back basically tonight before I go to bed. And I'll show you how I preserve this. But it looks so amazing. I got to show my husband. Completely yet. But she's getting there. Usually at night I tie my hair in a cape method. Put the triangle behind you like you would like a cape. Tie it like if you're wearing a cape. And then you're gonna bring this to the top of your head. Tie it, and then you're gonna bring up the back. So then all your curls kind of sit at the top. And then I normally just tie it in a little bow in the back. And then sometimes I'll go inside just to make sure everything is pulled to the front. Put that over. And you can also tuck your curls if you want. Sorry. It's a little tall, you know what I mean? Okay, you tuck them. So this is how I look. And then I just plop my bonnet right on top of those curls. Ready to bed. Let's say our goodnight prayers and also pray to the curly gods that my hair looks really cute tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Oh, okay. Well, this didn't stay on. Okay. Give it a good little twirl. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, okay. It's still a little wet, but yeah, okay. I'm gonna just leave it down so it can continue to dry, but oh, the curlies are curling. The curlies are curling. This is like, I cut my hair, so that's why like the front is right here. We're gonna stretch it out though. Pull these babies in there. Okay. You want your hair to stretch. I wonder if I should get dressed. But look how, oh, they're so pretty. They're so pretty. The hair still really needs to dry, so I'm gonna just let it sit like this for today. Yeah, that's what's under my bonnet this morning. It's almost completely dry. So we just want to play around with it a little bit. She is a new curly cut. I really want some like big glasses. I feel like that would eat. I still have some like, I don't know if you guys can see, there's some strands over here. You're not about to mess up my day. Let me get my scissors. I'm already short, like you might as well cut the dead hair off, guys. Snip. 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 Oh, that was a really piece. Okay. There we go. This side is looking so much better. I think this is how we're gonna leave it for now.